So how are you doing, guys? So I potentially, or I'm trying to set up, I potentially have a date. And, as a result, um, I want people to help me pick a place that would be good to go to. Pick a place that would be. So here we go. I'm going to explain to you the story. So I'm chatting with this woman, and she's by Chinatown. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you. And, we've been chatting for a few days now. I met her on Facebook dating. And it looks like we're gonna set up a place to meet. So I asked her, do you want to meet on Long Island? And she's not coming from Chinatown to Long Island. So she's not taking the train to Massapequa. Fair enough. So I would have to meet her, someplace by Penn Station. And get lunch. So I asked her, do you want to go to the Hard Rock Cafe? I asked her, do you want to get a lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe? And she gave me like a really face. So, I mean, since I'm not really familiar with New York City, since I'm like a fish out of water in New York City, where should I take her? Where should I go? That's the $1 million question here. The $1 million question is, where should I take her and where should I go? I remember there was a dim sum place. I don't know if it's Hell's Kitchen or Midtown, but I mean, I could ask her if she wants to go get dim sum. That's an idea. I don't really know. I don't really know where to go. Like I said, I'm not familiar with New York City. But it looks like I'm going to be meeting a woman. She's from the Chinatown area, and I'm excited. I'm excited if this comes to fruition. But I got to make a better plan than the Hard Rock Cafe. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what plan to make. I mean, she's aware. I've told her about my mental health challenges already, which is probably not a smart move. I told her I should probably wait to disclose it. But what the hell? To be frank, my diagnosis is schizoaffective disorder. I have it under control, though. I take medicine. I've mastered my condition. I was very ill in 2011. I basically told her how I'm doing well, and the worst part is the delusions. I told her how I've made progress in my mental health recovery. I told her it's been a while since. I mean, she's familiar and she's still interested. So, obviously, I gotta pick a place. So let's type in dim sum restaurants. Some restaurants near Midtown, Manhattan, New York. This might be it. It's called Dim Sum Palace, 334 West 46th Street, New York, New York. Let's see if this is the place I'm familiar with. I don't know. All right. I mean, is that good? I can add. I mean, I don't. West 334 West 46th Street, Dim Sum Palace. I don't know if this is it or not. Okay, so I did dim sum restaurants near Midtown Manhattan. Let's check out dim sum restaurants. Images. I think this is it. I think it's Dim Sum Palace. (334) West 46th Street. I don't want to like. Okay, I'm thinking about asking her to go to the Dim Sum Palace. But I want to wait and make sure. Okay, let me Google this. So let's type in, because I know I used to go to it when I used to go to the Fountain House. So let's see how far Fountain House is from Dim Sum Palace. Fountain House. All right, let's do maps here. Maps. Fountain House, mental health clinic, 47 directions to Dim Sum Palace. Here we go. How far is it walking? A 5-minute walk. I think this is it. Okay, maybe I'll ask her if she wants to go to the Dim Sum Palace. Anybody have any? Anybody think this is a good idea or not? Okay, I'll ask this lady. How is Dim Sum Palace, 334 West 46th Street? Okay, here we go. I think that's what I'm going to try to do here. So I asked her. I asked her. And we'll see if this comes to fruition here. The Dim Sum Palace. Unless guy, I mean, I was gonna do the Hard Rock Cafe, but when I mentioned you want to go on a date to the Hard Rock Cafe, I got like a really, like it was like the Miz. It was like the Miz. It was like really. So I figured the Hard Rock Cafe wasn't a good place to go on a date. So I threw out the Dim Sum Palace. We'll see if she's okay with that. If not, I guess we'll have to make other plans. But for now, that's what I got. Hey, I mean, she's the only one that's interested in me at the moment. So let's see if I can get this to come to fruition. Obviously, I'm going to put on my big Doc Martin boots. I'm going to try to not step on anything. And I'll have a good time. You know? Put on my big walking boots. And I'll try to have a good time. You never know when you'll find true love. Love is out there, but you got to go get it, to quote Gary Burr. Gary Burr knows. We got 6 androids in the house, but nobody has said a word. They're as quiet as a mouse. They're as quiet as a mouse. Born Slippy says, true love doesn't exist for us. I hope you're wrong about that. What do you mean for us? What do you mean by that? I hope you're wrong about that, Born Slippy. Are you talking about, who do you mean for us? For the mentally ill? For what? Who doesn't true love exist for? I'm hoping to find some true love. For people with mental health challenges. Hey, you never know. Maybe I'm going to find, maybe she has mental health challenges. I disclosed to her how I have mental health challenges and she's still interested. So, I mean, so maybe this is going to come to fruition here. Maybe this is going to be good. You never know. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know. If you sit in your room, nothing's going to happen. Well, I mean, I could walk in the Midtown Manhattan area and get assaulted by a criminal too. I mean, you never know, that could happen. But most likely I'll go there and we'll see if she likes me. Maybe I'll like her. Maybe she'll like me. And who knows? Maybe there'll be a second date. You never know. But you're not going to find that by sitting in your room, you know? I mean, I guess I should pay for her dim sum. I mean, I indicated to her how I'm not working. I indicated to her how I'm on disability. You know, which, I mean, I don't know. So obviously, I mean, the man is usually expected to pay for the woman on the date, you know? But you know, this is an interesting situation because I've indicated to her how I'm disability. Maybe we could share. Maybe she could pay half. I could pay for my meal. She could pay for her meal. We live in a feminist society. That's a good point, Born Slippy. That's a good point. And she indicated how she's working. So you know, I will expect to pay. You know, I'll go there expecting to pay. However, if she offers to pay, I'll say, yeah, well, I'm on disability and I'm not working at the moment, so, and I took the train ride here, so maybe you could pay for half your meal. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude here. But I'm going to take the train into the city. You know, maybe you could pay half for half the meal. You know, she hasn't officially confirmed. Basically, she told me to make the plans, and I said the Hard Rock. I initially said the Hard Rock Cafe, and then she gave me like a Ms. Really face. I'm like, okay. She wouldn't come to Long Island, and so I said dim sum. Apparently, she's from the Chinatown area, and I'm excited. And we'll see what happens. You know, but you never know. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And we all know how the internet dating thing goes. Sometimes it can fizzle out, and don't take it personally. Just move on to the next. I don't want to call. And don't call women fish, but move on to the next fish. You know, move on to the next person, and at the very least, it's dating practice, socialization practice, and get out there and practice. Get out there and practice. Somebody says, you're spoiling us, Andrew. Yeah, man. I got a date. I went on Facebook dating. I matched with a woman near Chinatown. And it looks like we're going to be going on a date. I mean, for all intents and purposes, fingers crossed, hold your breath, in New York City. So let's see if she's okay with the dim sum restaurant. And you got to remember, try to eat classy. Try to eat classy. Try not to eat like a slob. Hold the door for her. Be a gentleman, and who knows? Maybe you'll get a second date. And maybe you get a third date, and maybe you get a fourth date. And if she gets the ick from me, and she doesn't like me, and well, that's okay. That's all right. Try to socialize with somebody else and try to meet somebody new. That's the name of the game here. If she doesn't like me, don't take it personally. I mean, she's familiar with my story. She's familiar with my situation. And just go into it with my head held high. Be confident. Who knows? Maybe we could find true love, That's the dream. That's the ticket. Maybe we could find true love. I'll get a haircut, though. If we get the date coming to fruition, I'll get a haircut. I'll get it trimmed nice and smooth. I'll put on my Doc Marten boots. I haven't worn those Doc Marten boots since the last time I went into the city, which I don't know when that was. When was that? God knows when. I don't think I went last year at all. I don't think I went this year at all. Or maybe I went last year. I definitely didn't go this year at all. But yeah. I mean, I still consider myself a Long Islander. I mean, I'm not Mr. New York, but somebody says I could be just the young Tom Cruise this woman is looking for. Maybe. I mean, obviously she has things about me that she has to take into consideration, such as my severe mental health challenges and my disability and not working. But who knows? Maybe she'll see me and just say, you know what, this is the man of my dreams. You never know. You never know, But you're not going to find love by sitting in your room. I mean, I don't know what you'll find sitting in your room. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to charm her on the date. I'm gonna try not charm her. Maybe charmer is the wrong word. Yeah, I guess charm her. I'm gonna try to charm her on the date. I'm gonna try to impress her. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna try to make her think I'm cool, and I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try to find love, man. I'm gonna try to find love. You know what I mean? Love is out there, but you got to go get it. When is the date? The date isn't scheduled yet. As I said earlier, she told me to make the plan because she wants, for whatever reason, she wants me to pick the place and make the plan. So, okay, fair enough. That's what I'll do. Initially, I said the Hard Rock Cafe, but she gave me like a really face. So I said, you want to get Dim Sum Palace? And we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. It's on 46th Street. in Midtown, and we'll see if we go to Dim Sum Palace. We'll see if she's okay with that, and that's the plan. That's the plan. Kaz says, "I hope it does. I hope it comes to fruition. It'd be really good for me. It'd be really good for me to go on a date." And it would try. I mean, I know what you mean. Try to engage and listen and respond to her more than seeming cool. Try to hear about what she does in her life. I know. I mean, I want her to think I'm cool, obviously. But yeah. Listen, get to know her. She gets to know me, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I hear you guys. I mean, don't try to go in there trying to be like Mr. Suave. Don't go in there trying to make her think I'm a rock star. I mean, I get it. I get it. Listen, get to know her, have her get to know me. Take a genuine interest in her life. I get it. But I also want her to think I'm cool, though. You don't want her to think you're like a nerd. Or maybe she likes nerds. You know, you never know. You never know. What's wrong with being a nerd? There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Maybe she likes nerds, you know? I mean, you don't know. Women are different. Variety is the spice of life. So let's see if she's replied yet. She's not replied yet. Which is probably a good thing. Solving a woman is like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. I might get a new shirt from Macy's. I'd get a haircut. I mean, the date's not going to happen today or tomorrow, obviously, because I would have to go in there early, take a train ride into the city. It'd be an all day affair. You know, but I mean, in a way, I'm like a fish out of water in New York City. I'm a little vulnerable in New York City, and I mean, you get to know somebody. You get to know somebody. You get to build the trust. You build the trust. You get to know somebody, and you know, once you build the trust, then you know, who knows? I could have her lead me around, take me to like Central Park and Chinatown. You know, but you know, like you don't want to just say, "All right, we had a date. We got dim sum," and then have her just start leading me around the city because she could have nefarious intentions and want. I don't know what she'd rob me for, but I mean, so be careful before you just put your trust in her and have her start guiding you around. But that's ultimately the hope. You know what I mean? Does she look strong? Well, as I said, she's near Chinatown, but she might be strong. Maybe she knows MMA. Maybe she could kick my ass. I don't know. I mean, I'm not looking to get into a fight with her. I'm looking to develop a romantic relationship, ideally in time, not right away. That you know what I mean? So he says, if it feels right, you want to keep hanging out. You know, maybe she can literally kick my ass. I don't know. I haven't met her yet, but we'll see. But I'm not looking to get into a fight with her. In fact, I kind of want her. I kind of want a woman that's like an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? We could walk around and she could protect me. You know what I mean? I know I want to be the man. I want to be the masculine one in the relationship. But I'm not opposed to dating a woman who knows MMA. You know, she could be like my bodyguard, my chaperone. You know, I feel safe. Like a Dami mommy, exactly, Rusty, exactly. Maybe she could suplex you. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Maybe this is a pipe dream that I'm. But on this note, guys, I think I'm going to get going to NAMI. Here. I mean, you never know. I could be somebody on Long Island at NAMI too. So I'm going to go to Dave and Buster's now. Adios, amigos and amigas. It was nice chatting with you. I gave you an update. I'm chatting with a woman on Facebook dating, and hopefully this comes to fruition here. Peace out.